What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Y'all already know I gotta voice my opinion on certain situations that I do not agree with. Now, a lot of people see what I see. CJ hanging around a bunch of kids, and CJ don't see anything wrong with it. A lot of his supporters don't see anything wrong with it. Honestly, I just feel like CJ got the Peter Pan syndrome. I'm not saying that he's a pervert or anything. I'm just saying that he's a grown man with a childlike mind, so he connect with a bunch of kids because his mind do not connect with grown people. CJ even said out his mouth, he may be 30-something years old, but he still got a mind of a child. He still say he's a little boy stuck in a grown man body. Look how CJ act. He don't act like a grown man. He act like a kid. CJ really think he young. Boy, you almost 40 years old, and CJ is not the only person that had the Peter Pan syndrome. The late Michael Jackson had that too. Y'all remember the story where an incident had happened where Michael Jackson invited a little boy in his bedroom and they had cookies and milk, and Michael Jackson didn't see anything wrong with it because a lot of people don't think it's normal for a grown person to have a friendship with a child without thinking something sexually. And that's how Michael Jackson almost got in trouble, but he had the Peter Pan syndrome. The same thing that CJ got. CJ connect with kids. He used Kamari as this cover up and say, oh, it's for Kamari. No, in reality, it's for CJ. CJ like to hang around little kids. CJ got to be very careful because Michael Jackson did the same thing. And Michael Jackson got accused of doing something that he didn't do. And let's go back to the year 2021. Where CJ said he was addicted to a 19-year-old. For the people who don't remember this, let me insert this clip.
You know I'm addicted to 19-year-olds, man. I gotta stay away.
So we can see how to say.
She got them gold things on the teeth too.
Now, he said that back in the year of 2021. I believe CJ was 32 at that time. 32 addicted to 19-year-old. That is weird to me. CJ got to be careful going around little girls, especially little girls who almost close to the age of 19. You don't want to say out your mouth you're addicted to little girls. CJ, and I'm not calling CJ a pervert. I'm just saying CJ got to be very careful being around a bunch of minors. Listen and watch and read what Michael Jackson went through. Hanging around a bunch of kids. You don't see anything wrong with it because you got your daughter there. But at the end of the day, you don't know what these kids' parents could convince them to say. Stop hanging around a bunch of minors, CJ. Stop hanging around a bunch of little kids, CJ. Go find you some friends your age. I'm sorry for the people who love CJ, and I know y'all saying, oh, CJ would never touch these kids. I just said in the video, I'm not calling CJ a pervert. I said you don't know what these parents might convince their kids to say and tell what CJ did to them. That's what I'm saying. And at the end of the day, it's not normal for a grown man to connect with little kids. I'm sorry. It is not normal for a grown man to get involved in his daughter's social life. Go find your own friends. And where is these parents? How do you let your kids go to a stranger house? I don't care about him being, I'm CJ so cool. Y'all don't know this man from a can of paint. I'm sorry. I don't know if he paying these people because I'm confused about how a 16-year-old ended up in his house. Maybe the 16-year-old went there to watch her siblings because they're around CJ, but at the end of the day, who the hell watching her? I'm not saying that CJ gonna touch her, but it's other little boys there. Like, he have to be careful. He ain't got to be the one to touch anybody. It could be another kid touch another little kid without their permission, but damn, then somebody gonna say their child was raped at CJ house. This man got to be careful. Be very careful when you dealing with kids, but at the end of the day, it ain't my life, it ain't my child, and I'm just voicing my opinion on a situation that I do not agree with.